What's going on, guys? I hope you're very well. I thought I'd share with you a very short video today, and it's a bit of an update on this cherry blossom from scratch that I started earlier last year. Yeah, I think it was last year. Earlier last year, yeah. So anyway, as you can see, there are a few things that we could talk about, and I'm just going to state the obvious, right? I just let the branches grow unchecked, and they become very twiggy, very leggy. And that's why today we're going to do a little bit of a prune. We're going to shorten the branches so we can get ramification from these back buds that we have right here. We're going to do today. And another obvious with this is that I air layered the apex. Yeah. And I replaced it with this little branch right here. I did this because, as you can see, well, I let these branches go unchecked to biggerize the tree, yeah. So the tree could gather energy, so the tree could go, do its thing without being pruned, and that's what it did. But it started to, diverge all of the energy towards the tips of the branches, and so a few of these back buds became dormant. And since that happened and it became so long, I just thought, well, next year will be a good idea to replace the apex with another apex and then try to work on the ramification, back budding and ramification. So that's why I air layered it. I'm going to check if it's rooted today, and I'm gonna prune the branches to get back budding, and that's it. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so the scissors are ready. Here I go, and there we go. It's loose. I'm just gonna go ahead and got this little, I don't know if I should destroy the little pot, because it's just, I cut it here in the middle, so it will be a nice little air layering kit. So I don't know if I should destroy it or open it. Let's see. I'll try and gently open it, or pull this little guy. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and destroy it. I'm sorry. Friends that are into recycling. I do recycle. Don't believe I don't, but it will be very hard. So there we go. I think it's crumbly enough so that we can see. See that callus that's formed over there? I think that's a good, that's a good clue as to what we're gonna find. But let me just see if I can. Sorry, it's a bit difficult. I'm working alone, so. There we go. Okay, you can see there. It's rooted. We got roots. It's awesome. They're not a lot. We can see that this is a little wire that I used when I first started it, and it was just to hold it into position. They're not a lot, but they're definitely enough so that we can keep this little plant alive, for sure. Yeah. So what we're gonna do next is go ahead and plant this into a pot, a huge, large pot, so it can grow unchecked. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so we're here. As you can see, I'm gonna use the same pot in which I rooted the little juniper cuttings. So what I'm gonna do is just remove this, so the little cherry blossom has more root. Look at this. This is so cool, isn't it? has more space in where to grow. Yeah, so I'm gonna take these. This is one of them that's not very well rooted. This one I know for sure that hasn't rooted very well, so I'm gonna leave this one. But the others I'm gonna definitely remove. So the little air layer has more space. I'm gonna take this opportunity to remove any artillery fern that might be growing too vigorously. Yeah. Oh, look at this root. This is a huge root. It's from one of these little guys. They're incredibly powerful. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and start digging. Then I'll show you what it looks like when it's finished. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. And this is what it looks like now that it's been transplanted. It will grow like crazy in this little container, not so little container, and I'll keep you posted, right? Little leaves here. Yeah, I'm confident this will do very well. Okay, so let's go back to the working bench and we'll do a little bit of pruning on the other half of this. Okay, so what's left for us to do is just to work a little bit on the pruning of these branches, and that's very, very easy. As you can see, well, they're very long, as I mentioned before, so what we're going to do is just shorten them. So it doesn't matter if we cut green leaves, because what's going to happen is that these little buds will start growing, will start swelling and producing new foliage. So that's what we're going to do, yeah, throughout the entire tree, leaving this sacrificial apex untouched. And I'm going to show you what it looks like when it's finished. Okay, and we're done. We just finished pruning. As you can see, we have this little branches here. We can leave them here just to mulch it up. Yeah, and as we can see, what I did is just prune back, right? Prune back. I practically left the tree naked, and I also removed these little leaves from the apex, from what is now the apex. I leave these untouched because they're very weak. This is going to encourage backbudding. Yeah. So, for example, here, where we had very, very long notes, we can see that we've shortened them, and now these back buds can start to become active, right? We've removed the auxins from the tips, and now every little bud that's dormant, that's inactive, will start acting up, literally. It's spring, the weather is nice, we can start fertilizing this heavily, and that will ensure a nice, healthy looking tree. The structure is not very good. The overall structure is not very good right now because we haven't worked on it, but in the future we can start thinking about maybe wiring it, maybe about, you know, grafting branches where we need them, which is very, very easy to do in these Prunus, or the flowering apricot, the apricot, the peach, the plum, of course, the cherry blossom. It's very, very easy to do that. In fact, there are a lot of videos on how to do it on YouTube. So in the future, we'll definitely give this this technique a try. Okay, so that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked it. Drop a like, drop a subscribe. We're almost 700 subscribers now, so a huge thank you to each and every one of you. Drop a line, drop a comment. If you have questions, doubts, comments, anything, I'll be happy to answer them. Okay, so I hope you're very well, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.